Hey guys, Paul, International Scale Modeler. Another review to you today. It's another book review. This is the painting guide for AFV of World War II and Modern Era. It's a historic and collections book, which is published. Well, it's distributed by Casemate UK. Now, there's actually an offer on for this book at the minute. If you go to the forum, internationalscalemodeler.com. Look in the book section, there's a thread. It's entitled Casemate Top 10 Modelling Books. I think it's the very first thread up there below the stickies. There's a code in there that if you buy this book from Casemate UK, on your checkout you go to the discount code, put in there top 10 in capital letters, so Tango, Oscar, Papa, top 10, you'll get 10% off the book. I think the book retails for about £17, £17.99 off the top of my head from them. I've got the figure painting one. I think I reviewed that a while back. I can't remember if I did now or not. And that's fantastic. As soon as I saw this, I thought that's going to be a great book. I'll have to get it, and I did. So they were kind enough to also supply one for the Christmas Mega Prize draw as well, which is very kind of them. And like I say, this looks an absolutely stunning book. So on the front cover, you got a Tiger one. It's an early one. It's an initial actually. Fantastically weathered. Some of the work in this thing is absolutely fantastic. And on the back you've got an overview of some of the models in here and a little bit of information on the front, on the back as well, about the actual contents as well. So if we zoom in, you can read the little bit of blurb there. If you want to read it, pause it, because I'm not going to read it out because there's loads, and a little bit of information about the guy that wrote it at the bottom as well. So again, if you want to read it, pause it, have a little look, and there you go. So it's a softback book. It's quite thick. It's about centimetre thick. Very nicely printed. Nice well, they are satin pages. It's the level of work in here is absolutely phenomenal, and as a guide, it really is good. It runs through your airbrush, Hairspray Techniques, oil filters. So it's a really useful resource, and it goes through washes a lot. So what we'll do, we'll start at the front and work our way back. So front page, I don't want to bend this over too much because I hate destroying the spines on these books. So just your intro, so your preface, a little bit about the guy that wrote the book, a little bit of information on why he got into modelling, etc., what the book's about, and there's your index there as well, or contents. So you got materials used in this book and how to use them: primers, paints, washes, oils, varnishes, pigments, special products, old new concepts for painting AFV kits, your airbrush, the classical way of painting AFV kits and new variations, painting in black and white, examples of AFV painted in monochrome paint and the black and white technique, and there's a Pentagon Wagon B2 and a BT7, Tiger 1, M1078 and a Tyron 5. I didn't even notice a Tyron 5 in this. I'll have to have a look. Gallery and your epilogue as well. So first page in, you got all about primers, how should they be used at the top there. Have a quick look. How they should be applied. So I'm assuming it's going to go through the different methods of probably aerosol, airbrushing. You got layering if you have problems. So it runs through quite basic stuff, but also gives the help along the way should you need it to any questions you might have. Onto paints, about acrylic paints, for brushing, for airbrushing, so it covers both of those. Enamel paints, which a lot of people still use, especially in weathering and AFV. I've moved more to oils, which is the same thing really, but I used to just have a load of enamel paints. I moved on to oils, which I find a lot easier to use, to be honest. So it runs through enamel paints, their uses, how to use them for weathering, onto washes. So it's basically going step by step through all the products you need to get the effects desired. I'm just having a quick look. I'll be honest, I've barely looked at this book since I've had it. I try and save looking at them until I'm reviewing them, so it is like my first look, and I've had this since November, so I've been dying to read it. You got Tiger 1 there, so she's given an oil pin wash, as you can see. Just a closer up camera, you can have a look. It's a 148 by the look of it. I think it's a 48, it looks like it. You got a truck cab there as well, which you can give an over pin wash. You can see the effect. Once you let that dry, you wipe it off and you're left behind with a fantastic look. So it tells you how to run through using the washes, his favourite brands of oils, etc. And then we move on to oils, funnily enough. You've got a use there for the oils. So a little table which goes through like raw umber, Winsor and Newton, which is a general wash, dark dirt and mud. Mix of black to have a nice palette of dark and wet mud. All through different colours, the different manufacturers he prefers. I'm not sure why he prefers different manufacturers, maybe there's different properties to each one. I stick to the 502 MIG ones myself, find them a lot better. Moving on to fading, directional weathering with oils. You've got dot filters at the top there, so you can see the different colours that give all different effects, which is very good. Onto varnishes. So these are a lot of topics covered by quite a lot of new people to modelling. So if you're new to armour modelling, it's a definite buy because it's taking you through all those products step by step, onto pigments, special products, graphite off your pencils, metal burnishing, which I've literally just done myself on my Tiger. So again, it's giving you the traditional ones and the newer techniques, which is great. Onto using all different types of pencils, which is a great result. I've just done that technique myself on my Tiger as well, so the pencil technique does work really well. Hairspray techniques for your chipping, so this is how you get your chipping effect. So again, it runs through putting it on, masking it up, applying the hairspray, it's gone through the airbrush by the look of it, painting over it, chipping it off, and that gives you the effect. So you put your camera down work first, masked it off, put the chipping solution down, painted the white over it, chipped it off, and it gives that warm look. So you're doing a winter whitewash, that's a fantastic way of getting that effect. Texture paint, Tamiya, these are fairly new on the market, the Tamiya ones and the Vallejo, so running you through these. So it's great that it goes through the older style techniques people have used for years and onto newer ones as well. Obviously for the hairspray there is also the chipping fluid solution that make an AK sell. Onto airbrushes, which is a whole different world on itself. You can ask a million questions about airbrushes and get nowhere. My best advice about that is take one person or a couple of people's advice and try and stick to it, because otherwise you'll get conflicting information. Classical way of painting AFVs and new variations. So you got priming, onto your base colour, the lights, the sealing, the decals, the chipping, the filters, sealing again, the washes, accessories, oils, mud dust, final touch. So this is giving you a basic run through of the steps to do in your modelling, which again is a very a valuable source. It also tells you what for and the precautions, so that's an invaluable piece of information there. So you want to have a look at that, pause it, you can screenshot it if you can get a clear enough screenshot, and you've got a nice little bit of information there for free. I go and buy the book though, it is a fantastic book, well worth getting. And then onto advanced painting guide for modelers. So this is a different technique. So you're priming, pre-shading, base colour, highlights, shadows, acrylic highlighting, sealing, decals, chipping, filters, sealing, washes, accessories, oils, vertical weathering, mud dust, and the final touch. So that's a bit more of an advanced side of the modelling there, which again is great, gives you a starting point and something to aim to when you get further on in your modelling career as such. Painting in black and white, so this is giving you different tones. Just trying to see what it says. A lot of information there, and it shows you step by step how to do this, which is a great touch. It's a really nice, clear, concise book. The pictures are very clear. A lot of information there as well, so as a resource it's very good, and again gives you the full breakdown of the guide for painting in black and white. So very nice touch, step by step, and then using transparencies for base colour. So that'll be another useful technique. A lot of techniques in there really is. Time to work. So this is running through different techniques. I've got to say that Tarot 5 is absolutely beautiful at the bottom. Fantastic, and the Tiger 1 is absolutely stunning. So you've got a Panzerkampfwagen B2, which is a resin kit by the look of it. And it's taking you through step by step, the build, priming, pre-shading, your base colours, highlighting, through to chipping, weathering. So again, quite in-depth. Step by step onto exhaust, dust effects, etc. So it does go quite in depth, quite good. The finished article, which looks absolutely superb. Very nice. Onto the BT7, which somebody just built one of these. I think it was Cohen, Mike. Pretty sure he built a BT7. And again, step by step, you build, priming, all the way through. So it's a quite in-depth guide. It is rather impressive actually. Like I say, I've very cursorily looked at it very quickly when I bought it, but I have been saving it for review, so this is my first time really seeing it as well. And I'm quite impressed at the guides and the techniques it's using, because some of them look like they're going to be really over the top. The likes of this highlighting that with a really bright green, but then when you look further on it just vanishes into the model. So it's a very nice touch. And again, superbly finished model at the end. Very, very nice. So superb work. Tiger, obviously one of my favourite subjects. This is a Tiger initial, which my mate Nigel is actually building at the minute. So it's your winter camp with black tiger stripes. And again, sorry about the kids screaming outside, I don't know what's going on, somebody's been murdered by the sound of it. Again, onto your build, your preparation, your priming, shading the panels, highlighting. Every step along the way. That's rather impressive. That's going to look really nice when it's done, that one. I know my mate Nigel's using this guide at the minute on his, because we were talking about it this morning. So it's a useful guide, he's found it very useful. And so will I, because I have this exact tiger in my stash as well, in the exact same camo scheme. Applying mud, the mud looks absolutely fantastic there. The tracks, so spraying the tracks, plastic tracks, making them look realistic. This one's quite in depth on the tiger actually, it's a very nice build. So literally step by step, every stage explaining what it's done. It's not going in a huge amount of depth for how it's done it, but it's giving you the general idea of what's been done. So it's a very good guide. That's a stunning looking tiger. That really is beautiful. I just get on that last picture there. In fact, I'll show you them all. Trying our new secondary close-up camera for the second time. Be the first time for you. I tried it on the vegan review, which is out soon. So save me zooming in on my first overhead camera. I've got the second one right behind it, zoomed in already. Makes life a bit easier, makes everything a bit longer, but it's worth it. This medium tactical vehicle, this truck, is, in fact I was talking about this last night to somebody else, and that thing is absolutely stunning. Literally filled the back of it up with a load of old junk. There's a UAV and all sorts in there, and it looks brilliant. And again, step by step, preparing the build, building it, onto your weathering. And the weathering is just absolutely superb, beautiful, very, very nice. And that finished result, I think anybody would be proud to build that thing, because that looks absolutely stunning. That is an absolute beauty, that thing is. Very, very nice. So, Tyrant 5, one of my favourite tanks. Using AFV's one, I've got the Tamiya one. I think it's an awesome looking tank, IDF tank. And again, step by step, all the way through, showing how they've done it. Like I say, the pictures, you know, they always say 1,000 words. The explanation's good. It doesn't go into a huge depth of what's been done, but it does give you an idea of the technique used along the way. It really does, and that is a beautiful looking tank. Really nice onto the tracks. Weathering underneath. A lot of people forget about weathering underneath, but there it is. Beautiful. All the accessories, fantastic. And there we go. That's one nicely weathered Tyrant 5. So using that black and white technique as well, I'm really going to have to look into that, because they've used that along the way there quite a lot. They really have, and that finished result is brilliant. It's really nice. I'm going to have to try that. Like I said, I've got this kept in my stash and I'm dying to build it. I've got too much in the stash, I'm dying to build it at the minute. So everything has to take precedence at the minute for importance. There's a gallery at the back showing different works. If I just take it on the close-up camera, we can go through. So very nice. Nice Panzer II. Beautiful T55, that's very nice. I think they showed that at the beginning of this. Yag Tiger and Primer Red, that is really nice too. That's a very nice model. Do like that one. Big fan of the Yag Tiger. Anything Yagged I like. You got a Leclerc there as well. the French main battle tank. In a white, I want to say UN. Yeah, it is UN because the markings are scratched off the side. This anti-slip texture looks stunning as well. Very, very nice. 234 Puma with a French gendarme and a little peak. Very nice little dio there as well as a cracker tank. Like I say, the quality of the book is stunning. The pictures are fantastic. I mean, just some of these works in the back are absolutely beautiful. Using the techniques, you got another, well, it's an early Tiger actually. It's that 48 scale one we've seen before, I think. That's very nice. So, at the back, there you go. There's the figure painting one. I can't remember, for the life of me, I can't remember if I reviewed it at all. I'm sure I did, but maybe I didn't. I've got it there. If I haven't done it, maybe I should do it. If not, I might do it as a review on the forum, as a book review instead. A little bit of information on the back from the author again as well. And that's about it. So there you go. There's the painting guide for AFV of Modern War, World War II and Modern Era. For me, glad I bought it. Like I said before, I bought it in November. Not really looked at it until today as my first real look through. Had a cursory glance at it every now and then. That looks a fantastic book. I'm now going to go away and have a good read because I want to read more about that black and white technique because I'm really interested in that because that looks absolutely stunning. So there we go. If you're after it, go to the forum, look in the book section, get that code top 10 TOP10 capital letters. Go to Casemate, put it in the guide on the way out. I think it gets 10% off every book on there, to be honest. So if you're after a few books, they have some fantastic books on there. Really nice modern reference, etc. And there's a few modern books on there as well. Well worth a look. Go over and have a look, put that code in and save us 10%. Yeah, 10%. So there you go, guys. There's a review of the book. Hope you liked it. It's a stunning book. It's well worth the £17 it costs because I think it looks really interesting. Like I say, I'm going to go have a good read of it now. And I hope you like the review, and I'll catch you guys in the forums. Take care, and I'll see you later.